Hello everyone. So today's topic is how to improve English in written and as well as in spoken. So this topic is very much requested topic, and many of my aspirants and many of my YouTube members and Telegram members requested me to make this video. So they didn't belong to the English medium schooling or colleges, and they are appearing for the UPSC exam. So in the UPSC they need the English language also for the written and also for the spoken. So they wanted to know how to improve their English for the spoken and as well as for the written. So for that reason I am making this video. So before starting, please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss out any of my new updates. And if you feel that this video is beneficial to you, please like, comment and share this video with your friends. And you can join my Telegram channel. The link is in the description below. So let's get started. So now first we have to talk about the how to improve the English writing. So first I am going to tell you that first you have to know the proper writing. Without knowing the proper English grammar or the proper writing, you cannot focus on the spoken English, right? So for the spoken English, you have to well in the writing of the English and also the grammar of the English. So grammar is our base. So you have to be good at grammar first, then you can write a good writing, then you can speak in English thoroughly, right? So first what you have to do for the writing in English. So I am assuming that you belong to a non-English medium school, that whatever it is, maybe it is Bengali or Hindi or other subject, but I am assuming that you are non-English medium school students. So for that, this video is totally belong to them. Those who are belong to the English medium school, they can skip this video, but those who are from the non-English medium school, they can watch this video. So for that, I will tell you some tips which you can incorporate in your daily schedule or you can incorporate in your daily life, right? I am going to first start with my own journey, right? So I am belong to a Bengali medium student since my school days, and totally born and brought up in the Bengali culture. So in my family, no one is speaking in English. From my childhood, I never seen that. But fortunately, I completed my graduation in the English literature. So this gave me a little bit advantage in the English. And I have completed 2 spoken English courses from BBC British English institutions for the spoken English after my secondary and the higher secondary exam. But believe me, these 2 things will give me at least 5% or 10% advantage. But after my graduation in 2017, if you give me a topic and tell me that write it down in your own language and in your own thought process, I never did it. I never did it. Even I am not able to do the writing by my own. In my graduation, I just mug up the questions which gave my teachers and just write it down. This was my total process of my graduation. So after graduation in 2017, when I started preparation for the UPSC in February 2018, so first when I saw the Hindu and started to reading it, it takes almost 3 to 4 hours for the next 3 or 4 months. So in February, March, April, May, these 4 months, I almost give 4 to 5 hours for the Hindu and for the note making. But then I realized that this is not the solution. I am just reading it and underline it. But each and everything was gone over my head. So this was the first 4 months. Then I started to reading the NCERTs from the February 6 to 10th NCERT. So the initial 4 months was totally zero. I thought that no improvement is here, but from the 5th month, that means the June 2018, I gradually feel that no, there are some improvement. I can write in English now by my own thought process, by helping from the Hindu editorial and also from the NCERT. So now I am going to tell you how to improve your writing. So there are 3 books or the 3 sources which can help you in the writing. The number 1 is any grammar book. I personally follow P.K. De Sarkar for the Bengali medium student. It is available, the P.K. De Sarkar and also the P.C. Das. I personally follow these 2 books for the writing, for the grammar. Then The Hindu editorial. I never made the short notes, which I have already told you in my previous video that I have never made the short notes from The Hindu, but I have made the broad notes. That means after reading the any editorial, what I have understand by reading them, I used to write in my own language. This helps me in the spoken English, also in the writing English, right? So after reading the editorial, I always try to write in my own language. Maybe it is worst when I evaluate these copies now, I feel that this is the worst copy ever. But till this helps me to gain this position right now. So this is the second sources. Then the NCERTs. I will highly recommend you, if you don't belong to the English medium students and you are belong to non-English medium student, I will highly recommend you, please go through the 6th to 10th NCERTs also, because this will give you a good foundation, good strength. After reading the 6th to 10th NCERT, I am totally comfortable with the English. Even believe me, when I started to read the 6th and 7th NCERT, maybe the informations which I already know for the history and the geography, but the English language, but the English writing, how to write the answer in a lucid and simple manner, which you came to be know from the NCERTs. So for the writing, I will highly recommend you these 3 sources. That means the any grammar book, whichever it is, then the Hindu editorial, then the NCERTs of 6th to 10th. So these are the sources for the writing. After completing these sources, like, you have to practice a lot for the writing. So there are no shortcut to the writing. You have to write at least 6 months to 1 year. After 6 months or after 1 year, you will get to know the improvement which you have done in your previous years or last previous months. So you have to continue this at least for 6 months to 1 year. Then you will get to know the some improvements which you have done. So these are the sources which you have to compile with the writings. So then after doing all this, you will get to know after 6 months that you have a good number of vocabulary. So in my personal case, what was happened in my graduation, I have less number of vocabulary. So for that, I highly recommend you have to underline the unknown and the important keywords from the Hindu editorial, and you have to know the meaning of that term. So in this way, you can enrich your vocabulary, and eventually it will lead you to write a good answer, and eventually this will lead you to give us good speech on the English. So this is the second mantra. Then come to the reading speed. So for the spoken English, you have to know the good and the speed, and also for the louder. So your reading speed should be good, should be louder, and should be speed in a speedy manner, right? So when you are talking to another person, you are not talking in a silent mode, right? So your communication skill should be in a louder. So when you are reading the books of NCERT or The Hindu, whatever it is, you have to read it in a louder mode, like a kid. Believe me, I am now almost 23 years or 24 years, but till I am reading it like a 4 years kid. I am reading it in a louder mode. So this gives me a good reading speed and also the good vocabulary. Even I got any wrong pronunciation, my mother or my sisters correct me that you have pronounced a wrong word. So this will give you a good impetus to your English writing, right? So for that, the number 3 is the you have to have good reading speed and also the louder reading speed, not in a silent mode. You have to read in a louder mode so that you can correct your pronunciation by your family members. So number 4 is the, now come to the spoken English. After doing all these, you have now, I am assuming that you have a good command on the writing. So now come to the spoken part. So for the spoken part, what you have to do, you have to practice a lot in front of mirror. So number 1, you can go for the mirror one. First, you have to make some questions. When I was in my spoken English class after secondary examination, so there they give us that you have to make 10 questions. Accordingly that you have to practice in front of mirror in your home, and after going the class, they can they ask the questions and we will try to give the answer. So this was the process, and even today I follow these rules. I try to make at least 10 questions. Like that time when I was 15 years old, the questions standard was there. So now I am 24 years old, the question standards were there. So at that moment, I make questions which is related to UPSC interview, which can be asked in the UPSC interview. So I always try to make questions from my depth. That means my hobbies, my background, my study background, or anything, or the current questions which can be asked in the UPSC interview. So I always try to make 10 questions, and I try to make the answer by myself. Then I am trying to give the answer in front of mirror. So this is the fourth way. You can start to practice in front of mirror. So you have to give at least 1 hour in a day for your spoken English part also. So if you are not good at English and you have to face the UPSC interview in English, so this is up to you. You can also give in the regional languages, but I personally follow the English languages. So you can also go for it. So for that, I will highly recommend you have to practice a lot in front of mirror. So this is the fourth strategy. So the number 5 is you can make this type of video, like YouTube video. So in this way, you can also enrich your spoken English, like by myself. That you can watch the first video of my YouTube. At least I think 4 months before I have gave my first video. You can check it out, and you can then watch this one, the latest one. Then you can know the difference between these two videos, right? So you don't have to be mastered in it. You will become a master by doing these all processes, right? So for that, I will highly recommend you can make any YouTube videos, and you can make the videos in English language, which will help you in the UPSC interview. So many of my aspirants or many of my YouTube members told me to make video in Bengali, because they belong to the Bengali, and I personally belong to a Bengali person. But I personally believe that if I make in Bengali, this will not help me in my UPSC interview, because I am going to give my interview in English. So I will make this type of video which will help me also, which will help you also and me also. Both we are benefited, right? So if I make videos in English, this will also help me in my UPSC interview also. So this gives me a practice how to talk in English in front of any other person. If I talk in front of the camera, in front of so many audiences, then I will definitely talk in front of the interviewer also, right? So I will recommend you can make this type of video on YouTube. But if you are not ever very much interested in giving YouTube videos, then you can do one thing. You can make, or you can record your videos when you are talking in front of mirror, and you can just check it out. Like on this June month, I have made this video, and after 2 months or 3 months, I have made this type of video, right? Then you can know the differences, how it was and how it now. So for that, I will recommend you first, to sum up all the things, you have to first know the very good at grammar. First, the grammar of the English. So without knowing the proper grammar, you cannot write in good English. So without knowing the proper writing, you cannot speak in English fluently, right? So for that, first you have to know the proper grammar. For that, you have to refer any grammar book, then The Hindu, editorial or NCERT books. Then you have to give a good and a louder speed of reading while you are reading any books or the newspaper. Then you have to practice a lot in front of mirror. Then you can go for any video making like YouTube videos. So these are all the tips which you have to know for the how to improve your English for the writing and also for the spoken. So I think I have covered all the things, and I hope this video will helpful for all of you. So that's it for today. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.